Welcome in, Earth Angel Tribe. It's your Oracle Ishani. I hope you're doing amazing. It's blissful. Blissful rise up always, right? Let's get this incense here. So yes, welcome back if you've been here before. This beautiful container of self-love and understanding of the self, the soul's development and journey. Some of you may be here by way of twin flame missions, which is really just delicious and exciting, right? So let's jump into some things, which first and foremost, we're definitely going to thank our Creator, the Most High God, for gathering us here in presence. Okay, bringing us together as a tribe, as a community, as a humanity, right? And in divinity to understand all that there is to understand in each path that we take. So yes, I'm writing Sandalwood and Rose. Rose is very well known for being of love, and then sandalwood is for grounding, so it's very nice for your root chakra. Okay, put this on my love tray. Actually, it's a faith tray. And then I lit a throat chakra incense, so that we can understand and come from a place of truth, enlightenment, remembrance, openness. Okay. So yes, Most High God, we thank you for gathering us here. Thank you, spirit guides, ancestors, highest self, for being present in this moment. Let me shuffle in a few decks so we can cleanse some decks out. As we're talking about a few things, because I have a feeling I'm going to have some really delicious energy pop up, and I want to read more into it. So, the supermoon wants your underbelly. Let's get into it. So, this supermoon is so big, bright, and beautiful. And it's very nice to take advantage of the full moons between the first 3 days, the actual day, and then 3 days out, right? Of course, you can still do more days if you want. It's your will, right? So, we're here reminded by this supermoon and all new moons, full moons, to embrace the now, right? By also knowing exactly what, who, and how our desires, whether of the self or of those that are surrounding us, are a part of, right? Okay. So this moon is here to remind us that our journey is not by force, okay, but by flow. It's taking your time, okay, to reflect, analyze, recalibrate. I'm so sorry, recalibrate. become exactly who you desire to be this very lifetime, right? And you're going to use your softness. You're going to use your flow, your fluidity, I'm hearing. You're going to use your surrender. And you're going to use this newfound sovereignty. Okay, sovereignty is a new thing for you. As you come into the development of who you've always been all along. And you've really taken the deepest look at yourself. What do you really desire? What do you actually crave? What are your needs? Are you willing to play this game? This beautiful game of what should we call it? Life. Dear Mother, your ancestors, your most highest guides, they want to see your underbelly. Okay. And this reminds me of animals, amphibians, reptiles, whose, when they're in the jungle or on the ground on the hunt, their use of their underbelly is dynamic, right? And most intimately, I think of the snake because it does not possess any type of legs on land, right? It just slithers. So its underbelly always is on the ground. So with that, there is a deep place exposed here, okay, within the South. Okay, and we're setting our best intentions with the supermoon. This is part 2, by the way. And we are actually sticking to our shit, right? We're not just setting the intention, we are becoming the intention. Okay? Every step, every breath, every eye, every beat of the heart, every word spoken. So as your underbelly is in exposure, just think of a snake on its back, which we don't see unless it's pretty much deceased. Okay. Mother of the universe wants to know, where do you still flinch? Okay. How protective is your inner and outer armor, right? So the exposure of your underbelly, it isn't here to hurt you, so to speak. Okay? Yes, it has to burn. But as it burns, there is a restoration. Okay? A restoration of the old self-survival posture. Have you taken the time to reflect on the ways that you have placed yourself in self-survival this lifetime? Knowing that there's a whole community filled with light, that different corners of the universe are trying their darndest to bring together. Okay? So Mother, as I said, wants to know, where's this place where you still flinch? I'm not here for rewounding, right? As I'm here to be here for the exposure of you. But I'm here to open the next part of your body for your evolution, for your revolution. Okay? What part of your body is your next evolution depending on? Your heart to become open, your body to come into an awakening from the inside out. Okay? What part of you to begin to use your talking stick as the leader of your lineage line? Okay? Your womb, your feet. What next part of your body speaks to you where you shall be, how you shall move? What is your new intention that's being brought forth in the new? Okay. So yes, the underbelly has been expressed here, experienced here by the mother. She wants to see, right? Where have you been still feeling sensitive within the self, which is very delicious. Where is your hidden tenderness? The place where the girl became the woman. The place where the woman became the priestess. The place where the priestess became the oracle. Okay. So the next note that I have here is that the supermoon is here to remind you, to invite you to reverse the polarity. Okay? Which I know you've already been feeling the energy in. I know this. I know that if you have found this channel, this container of some of the deepest understanding of this path as not only an earth angel, a chosen one, as well as a divine feminine, an initiate of Isis. There's so much to understand that I'm still learning about myself. And I know you are too. But as we're reversing the polarity, we're beginning to learn that what about ourselves. Okay? That In the past, we used to chase in whatever way that may be for you. But now we magnetize these things to us, right? It's no more of if it's going to come to me. It's when. It's now. It's I command and I allow. Okay. When we used to overgive, as we tend to do as women, we now choose to overflow. Whether that mean in dance, song, light, unconditional love, and the soul development. That is self-love and self-care journeys. Overflow into the heart of others ever so sacredly. Okay? Where you used to believe, you now birth. So some of you may be mothers. I myself am a mother too. Yes, I am. And most deeply, intimately, the polarity of where shame once lived, sovereignty has entered. Because you are divinely becoming exactly who you've wanted to be every lifetime. This sovereign being. This being who seeks to understand itself from the inside out, so intimately, so intricately, so delicately, so softly, so tenderly. And you've been invited, not by force, but by your flow, in this supermoon to embrace, to evolve, to be in restoration from all of the old selves, and to allow your underbelly to be pierced, to allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to say, Mother, this is where I'm wounded, but I show you and what I have persevered through. I don't show you my wounds in shame, Mother. Guide me to my next evolution. It's letting me eyeball. So yes, with that, here we have some cards. We'll see what Spirit wants to bring out of the deck here. Okay. And get one more shuffle. All right, Spirit, I'm going to with 3 cards from this deck to understand more about what this supermoon is taking us in this season, or where it is bringing us from. All right? As we stand in collective oneness and unity and divinity to understand this journey, this path that we've chosen to come into presence together. All right, Spirit, let us know. What is it here that we need to know in this moment? In this moment, you are emotionally mature and balanced. I'm seeing King of Cups. filled with Scorpio. Highly intuitive, deeply compassionate, energetically supportive, an empath, because Earth enters an empath. The Knight of Wands. Okay, energetic, charming. Okay, and this is energy based. Okay, genderless and energy based. Hero complex. So maybe you like to help a lot of people. It could cause you to have somewhat of impulsive nature, like on the spot helping people. Okay. Deep drive, a rebellious nature. So it's like non-conformity. Since Sagittarius here. And the Page of Cups. You are a dreamer, sensitive, a little naive at times. Haven't we all? You are seeking your inner child somewhat daily. So your head can be kind of in the clouds, daydreaming. I still daydream a lot. Okay, you may live by water. We have the Nine of Swords here with Gemini. You're going to find isolation, you overbanking, you having sleepless nights due to overthinking. Sleepless nights cause what? Possibly bouts of different moods throughout the day, right? And anxiety when you're not a person who tends to have anxious energy, or because you're not sleeping, because you're in the overthinking space. Okay, so quiet the mind. Take a deep breath. Take a pause. Tell whoever's rushing you to give you 2 minutes more than what you even would have needed for whatever it is you're trying to get done. Because why are you rushing me? If it took you 5 minutes, like give me 7 minutes, I'll be done. Like sometimes, like recently, I started this new position at my job right now. Even though I'm trying to get out of this work matrix, and my boss had asked me like, "Oh, you got the plan ready?" And I was like, "Give me about 7 minutes or something, some strange number I threw out, which wasn't a shoo away or anything. It just was to say, hey, I need more time than right now. Okay, so I'm glad to tell you that story. Okay, you may be recovering from some type of financial loss, but you are also, I'm hearing, learning to keep your mind out of a lack lack or poverty mindset when you have these type of financial losses, big or small, because you may have come from, a home where things were tight. That's what I mean. I'm also seeing some snow here, so maybe snow where some of you are. Five of Pentacles here. But hope is on the way. Hope is returning for you. But you are an optimistic being. You just have fallen into a financial loss, which we all have had. So do not beat yourself up about that. Okay. We have the sun. Yes. So you're feeling down about this temporarily. Okay. Okay. So I'm seeing that like you were overly optimistic about a project that your inner child put you up to, which is so cute. Oh. Okay, this is so funny, and I'm not like trying to make jokes of your inner child, but I'm just like putting the context to it because I've never like even thought of this. This is just what spirit's telling me. So, like the term of that, your inner child was the reason why you went into this venture, but it turned out not to be what you expected. It became a financial loss instead of a gain. So, lesson learned. But yeah, this is like, let's say you're a 90s baby like me, and Pokemon was just like the shit, right? So it's like, let's say you just bought like a whole bunch of just like whatever Pokemon collected type of stuff. And then you expected it to sell like way much more than it did, just like a month or something like that. So it's not that like it was a huge loss. I hear you gained, but it wasn't, it was a loss in your mind because you're like, man, I make what I wanted to make. mm. hmm I would just kindly suggest that you um, sit back and analyze and, and deeply reflect on things before you make um, really big decisions like this one, because it's a little bummer to your energy feel right now, right? It's a little bummer to your energy feel. You're not feeling so shiny, so sunny. Okay, but since the hope is returning for you, which we know is true, it's just a sense of time taking its course. All right. Any additional cards here? What is the outcome of focus here on the Supermoon energy? Two cards. Three of Cups. Celebrations, friendships, collaborations. Circle of support. I was just talking to you about the tribe that you don't think you have. That's why you've connected to this container. We're building a tribe, and it's a tribe of truth, authenticity, a tribe of unconditional love, of the self, of everything and person and aspect of yourself that you need. Okay? You reach a place of joy within. Okay? You realize that there truly is a flip of support for you out there. And right there, child. And three's a party, baby. Three's a crowd. Page of Pentacles. Okay. With this card, I'm hearing stop procrastinating. Okay. You know that good things are on the way. Hope is returning. You may have already set your foot into some new endeavors. So it's spirit reminding you to stop procrastinating. Okay, my dear loves. Is there any other messages you want me to give? Let's get your positive message on the way out. Because this message started off really nice. And in the middle it got a little hazy because you've been feeling some ways about this loss you've had. May have to do with school. But mostly I was getting a business endeavor. Spirit, what would you like to align us with in this day? I claim my desires. I hold great visions. I am ready to receive. And with that, screenshot that, like for real. With this, there's a screensaver. This literally closes out the supermoon energy. Okay? I claim my desires. I hold great vision. I am ready to receive. Look at this beautiful feather. Something you can add to a talking stick. So yes, like, share, subscribe, dear one, if you found this very fitting and resonating for your soul's journey and path of light. What a delicious spread. Your faithfulness to your self-development. And trusting your intuition is dire for your journey. Dire. So yeah, I love you. I love you too. And you have a blissful rest of your morning. I'm gonna hop back on and start another reading because I'm full of energy. Okay? I love you. Take care.